Excuse me 1 minute. How about a hand for this guy, ladies and gentlemen? So he says, you know, Mitzi, the woman who runs the Comedy Store, is putting together a television show saluting 15 years of being in business. And we know that you were a part of the Comedy Store, and you used to work there night after night for about 5 years, from 75 through 80, and you would come into a dark, smoke-filled room, and you'd try out your goofy little jokes and stuff in front of drunk people. And he said, Mitzi and I would really like you to be part of this television show. And after listening to what Brandon had to say, the only way I could respond was by saying, do I have to? So, ladies and gentlemen, now at this time, I'm going to do for you some really old material. Do me a favor, just play along. Earlier today, I needed to go to the supermarket to buy my dog some dog food. I get in my car, I'm driving down the highway, and I'm behind a garbage truck. I know you're saying to yourself, Dave, it's Sunday, there was no garbage truck. I know. There's a sign on the rear end of the truck that says, vehicle makes frequent stops, do not follow. Well, there you go. Another one of life's simple pleasures ruined by a meddling bureaucracy. So anyway, I get the dog food, and it's this Alpo stuff, and the label on the can, it says new improved flavor. Well, how'd you like to be the guy that gets to make that determination? What do we got, prisoners tasting this stuff? So then, are you going to be there all damn night? What the hell are you doing? What is your name? Lance. Lance, ladies and gentlemen. Lance. So on the label it says, with a certain degree of pride, it says, this product contains this, and not a speck of cereal on the dog food. They're very, very proud of this. They want to point this out. Not a speck of cereal. Now, my dog spends his day rooting through garbage and drinking out of the toilet. Chances are he's not going to mind a speck of cereal. You know, it's just... The other great sign, if you ever buy anything called Nitol, it's an over-the-counter sleeping preparation, and they give you the directions for taking this stuff, and it tells you whatever the recommended dosage is, like you care. And and then there's a little word of caution that says, do not operate heavy machinery. All right. Okay, let's think about that for a second, shall we? Gets to be about midnight, 12:30 or so. You're exhausted. You've had a hard day. You'd like to go to bed. You slip on your pajamas, take a couple of sleeping pills, and you go outside, fire up the bulldozer, level off a couple acres before you turn in. All right, I have here in my back pocket tonight's top 10 list. From the home office in Lincoln, Nebraska, tonight's category, top 10 reasons the Comedy Store has been so successful. Top 10 reasons the Comedy Store has been so successful. Louis, are you ready? Thank you. Number 10, Marines on leave, under mistaken impression Comedy Store is a topless bar. Number 9, Americans can't seem to get enough lame jokes about flying 7-Elevens and the difference between New York and LA. Number 8, it's freeway close. Number 7, comics provide delicate balance of embarrassing vulgarities and where you from ad-libs. Number 6, Golden Sunset Boulevard location impossible to screw up. I wish I was down there with you. Number 5, in 1970s, customers never tired of impressions of Fantasy Island's beloved tattoo. Number 4, and you're just going to have to take my word for this one. Number 4, tourists drawn to Comedy Store to glimpse, perhaps photograph, curious hairstyles favored by owner. Number 3, diet-conscious customers actually prefer high-water, low-alcohol ratio in Comedy Store cocktails. Number 2, widespread obsession-like curiosity about Gabe Kaplan. And the number 1 reason the Comedy Store has been so darn successful: families believe no price too high for the opportunity to watch Robin Williams touch himself.
Coming up next, George Miller, John Witherspoon, and more with David Letterman.
Everything now that I've been lucky enough to secure can be directly traced to my appearances at the Comedy Store.
The Comedy Store 15th Year Class Reunion, sponsored in part by Subaru. Subaru, we built our reputation by building a better car.
My folks just left.
Thank you.
When a man loves a woman.
The Subaru Justy gets you anywhere you want to go, less expensively than any other four-wheel drive car.
Mr. Potts, you're home.
Of course. What brings you out on a night like this, James?
Up to $1,000 cash back from Subaru means a great deal on a great car.
She's got legs. She energy legs. They're gonna move you. She energy.
In an out-of-the-way bar, you see your best friend's wife in an intimate embrace. Do you tell him?
Of course I tell him.
What are you going to say to him?
Somebody's got to tell him.
Yeah?
And? It's not going to be me.
Scruples and Scruples 2. It's a game and more.
I get a chance now to introduce to you folks guys that I started working with at the Comedy Store, I guess, in 1975, and many of these folks are really, really good friends of mine and also terribly talented comedians. And the first guy that I'm going to introduce to you tonight, ladies and gentlemen, the man who single-handedly kept Rohrer Pharmaceuticals in business, Mr. George Miller.
Thanks a lot. Thank you very much. Thank you for David for introducing me. And by the way, I don't think it's true, the rumor going around that Letterman, just before he makes love, always says, "Let's get on with it, shall we?" I don't... And after it's over, that was Paul Schaefer in the band. I don't think that's true, but I have... I came down to the Comedy Store from my hometown, Seattle, and thank you very much. I don't come from a close-knit family. My dad's funeral, my mom and I left early to beat the rush. I haven't always done this. I used to sell hearing aids door to door. That's a tough job because your best prospects never answer. My first job in California, I worked at the Sizzler restaurant. I was a salad bar cheater spotter. I was in Las Vegas last month. I wasn't working there and I don't gamble, but I'd like to get a prime rib dinner for 13 cents. And I had this blind date, and she's real overweight, and she kept asking for compliments. Do you think I have bedroom eyes? Yeah, and a kitchen butt, too. I didn't say that, I just thought it. One thing I like about the Comedy Store is sometimes you see famous people. I saw Vidal Sassoon in there the other night, and I went up to him and I said, "Mr. Sassoon, I'm really worried because I know if you don't look good, I don't look good, and you don't look good." You know what I hate is getting older. I'll be honest with you, I'm at the age now I can't always satisfy a woman, but with my behavior, I can usually get her out of the mood. Well, I got a new sexual etiquette book, a lot of do's and don'ts I wasn't familiar with. After making love, the man should never say to the lady, "Okay, Gertrude, that ought to hold you for a while." You notice how television insults our intelligence? They want us to believe that women are attracted to Spuds McKenzie, this ugly, hairless dog that looks like a pig with a pirate patch. Have you noticed? There's no question that grape nuts is right for you. The question is, are you right for grape nuts?
Well, gee, I sure hope I can qualify.
If I suffer from hemorrhoids, preparation H is going to be right by my side. Well, he's going to suffer because he's not using it correctly. I enjoyed talking to you. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot. Thank you. Thank you very much. Hey, I wanted to tell you something, really, because, in all seriousness...
It's Opie
Wait a
Taylor,
minute.
ladies and gentlemen. We grew up with him on television.
Wait a minute. I want to tell him something, and that is publicly, for the last 6 years, on behalf of myself, you, all the comedians, and all the nation, thank you, Dave, for wasting everybody's time. Well, we have to go now.
Thank you very much, Georgia. We need to introduce another friend of ours. He's a terrific guy. He confessed to me earlier. How long have we known?
I think about 15 years.
Long time.
Yeah.
And he confessed to me earlier that his worst fear of becoming an old black man is coming true. He just recently had, 5 weeks ago,
I think it was 4 weeks.
4 weeks ago, a beautiful baby boy. Ladies and gentlemen, a very funny guy, and again, a really good friend of ours, John, Mr. Big Shot Witherspoon. John.
Well, I finally had a chance to see that movie, Fatal Attraction. Ain't that a bitch? Every man who think he want to play around on his girlfriend or his wife should go see Fatal Attraction, right, ladies? That movie scared me to death. I went home and threw my knives in the backyard. And I went with my sister to a black theater. You got to go to a black theater to see a scary movie. Black people talk back to that scream. Girl, what you gonna do with that knife, girl? Woo! Help me, help me, help me. Woo! When the last time you had some? Woo! Calling Michael Douglas by his real name. Michael Douglas, boy, can't you hear me? Don't go back in that room. That woman got a knife, and she don't work for the Benihana of Tokyo. Help me, help me. And don't drink and drive, man. Don't drink and drive. They're trying to take my favorite commercials off TV because people are drinking and driving. I love those beer and wine commercials. If you got the time, we got the beer. I love it when they show the wine families on TV. Franco Bola from Italy. Ernest and Giulio Gallo, the Gallo brothers. But look, I want to see the Thunderbird family on TV sometime. The Boom Farm family. Now, wouldn't you like to see the Ripple brothers on TV? We Americans, show us that family that make that damn Mad Dog 2020 on television. I love singers. Boy, I thought you loved singers. And all the singers from today want to do something else. Stevie Wonder wants to be the mayor of Detroit now. He's going to run for mayor in 1989. Man, they're going to take that boy to Toledo and tell him he won. Thank you very much. God bless her. Thank you.
Coming up next, crazy man Jeff Altman and Jimmy Walker.
First time I went on stage was in the South Bronx in a bar. I said to the guy, I'm a comedian. He said, yeah, right, it's a joke. I said, no, I work for free. He said, oh, go ahead. Do whatever you want to do.
The nutrition in Kellogg's Mini Wheats helps keep me strong and limber, but the kid in me loves the frosted side as much as chopping timber!
Now Kellogg's Frosted Mini Wheats makes room for something new. New bite size. shredded wheat nutrition, great taste, too. Now even more fit on a spoon.
The shredded wheat nutrition helps me keep the beat, but the kid in me finds the tasty frosting knocks me off my feet.
Kellogg's Frosted Mini Wheats, original and new bite size.
In the new movie, The Land Before Time, Littlefoot, Sarah, Ducky, and Spike share an incredible journey. Along the way, they become best friends.
Now we'll always be together.
And now these lovable characters can be your child's friends too. With a pizza from Pizza Hut, a Land Before Time dinosaur is only 99 cents. So come to Pizza Hut. Your friends are waiting.
We'll always be together. Pizza Hut, make it great.
Heck of a hot tub. Huh? Heather?
You need the Listerman.
How's it looking there? Like the Dead Sea. You're in hot water, pal. You should have used Listerman.
Listerman? That's right, Piranha Breath. Listerman has long-lasting breath protection, plus fluoride to strengthen teeth. Thanks, guys. Do I have time for a dip?
Listerman, making your mouth a cleaner place.
It started a car deserted on a frozen lake for 4 months, and 40 cars after 2.5 hours with their lights left on. Today's Die Hard, America's #1 replacement battery, with power to start your car, and a whole lot more.
Who is it? Who is it? I'm always mistaken for Giorgio. I'm just as fabulous, but smarter. I'm Primo. Primo. Why pay so much more for Giorgio when Primo costs just $8 and lasts as long as you do?
If she likes Giorgio, she'll love Primo.
We have another friend of ours to introduce. Anything you want to say?
He's just crazy, crazy, crazy.
Very difficult birth, we believe. He started with us, 75 roughly, from Syracuse. I have nothing else to say but name his hometown. This man has a head full of bees. Ladies and gentlemen, Jeff Altman.
That's enough of that crap.
Woo! I don't know what it is here tonight, my friends. I don't know what it is. I feel something. The lights are hitting me on my head. It must be the power of God. I said, hey, Chevrolet, show her you go. The power of God. I am so sick of these guys. I've had it up to here with evangelism, man. Well, they finally caught up, though, with Swaggart, though, didn't they? Swaggart. I am so sorry. But the nookie was so good. And now Jerry Falwell. Jerry Falwell's real mad at Jim Baker because Baker's been getting all the attention. He had a little hips problem, remember? So every chance now Falwell gets, he tries to disparage him. I saw him on CNN a few nights ago. He's, you know, I've talked to a number of men in the PTL who have told me personally that they have seen Jim Baker give them a homosexual look. A homosexual look. Not a hug, not a kiss, just a look. Can you imagine that? Baker's in the middle of preaching. I need money. Pammy needs money. We all need money. You know, there's some big old boy sitting out there going,
hey, I believe that Baker boy is looking right at me.
oh, I wish my dad were here tonight. Yeah, you know dads, boy, they change as they get older. You notice, as your dad gets older, the pants go in one of two directions, right? They either go like this.
Is there any mail? Somebody left the cap off the cheese whiz.
Or in the case of my dad, just started creeping up on him, man. By the time he was 65, it was just a belt and a head. And he would get mad. He'd get so mad. He'd be sitting there at the dinner table. He'd start shaking and going nuts. Coffee would come shooting out of his nose, you know. And I'd threaten him with strange. I always tell him he wanted me to pursue an academic career. I'd always threaten him. I'd say, he'd be sitting at the dinner table and say, Dad, I'm thinking of dropping out and being a comic. He'd just flip out. Look, hey, come here. Listen, you little. Come here, buddy boy. I'll flip you like a cheese omelet, pal. That's right. I'll hit you so hard your kids will be born dizzy. Come here, I'll knock you in the next week. Why, I'll beat you like a rented mule. That would be wonderful.
Jeff Altman, ladies and gentlemen, perhaps the Noel Coward of his generation. I have one more friend here to introduce to you folks tonight. This man, when I first moved to Los Angeles in 1975, was kind enough to give me a job writing jokes. His name is Jimmy Walker, and I always thought, who better to write jokes about the black experience than a middle-class white kid from Indiana. But he paid for some gas and a couple of meals, and I will always be quite appreciative for that. Here he is, ladies and gentlemen, Jimmy Kid Dynamite J.J. Walker.
Thank you very much. It's very interesting. I love when I come to LA because what happens to you is when you work a room like this, people just kind of walk up to you and talk to you like they know you. Really had a guy walk up to me outside today and says, Jim, how come black people don't have tattoos? I said, you ever seen skywriting at night? It's amazing. And the country's going insane. I'm checking out what's happening. I'm checking out this Lebanese thing. I'm irritated about this. These hostages being taken to Lebanon. You know what I want to know? I want to know, what are these people doing there in the first place? You know what I'm talking about? About 7 or 8 years ago, the Lebanese people said, Americans, do not come here. We hate you. We will torture and kill you. I took this as a sign not to go there. Really, where's the first place Americans go for vacation? Let's go to Lebanon. People who will not go to a ghetto in their own neighborhood will go to Lebanon. Really, when you get to customs, they stamp on your passport, hostage. What the hell are you doing there, man? Country's going insane, unbelievable, man. Every time I turn around, there's another war, there's another breakup. Did y'all read about this? More violence in Northern Ireland, y'all. Protestants against Catholics, more violence, Protestants against Catholics. This just goes to show that in a country without any blacks, Jews, or Mexicans, people can improvise. It's amazing. Things going on. I don't know if you guys read about this. This is in the news. Drug testing at the post office. Can you believe that? Drug testing at the post office. One drug they won't find is speed. Thank you. Good night. Have a good
evening. Coming up next, Richard Pryor.
Here comes today's Duracell battery. And here's yesterday's. Today's are built to last up to 30% longer than the ones we made just a few years back. So you'll be guaranteed a long, happy life. Today's Duracell lasts 30% longer. Day after day, more people depend on Subaru wagons than any imported wagon in America. And with good reason. They're reliable and durable. In fact, if Subaru didn't make your life easier...
Honey, is dinner ready?
Who would?
Up to $1,000 cash back from Subaru means a great deal on a great car.
When your coffee's rich enough for all working day long and it tastes your way, it's necessarily Nescafe.
Great coffee blends to taste your way. That's necessarily Nescafe.
A risky friendship.
Well, it's a lot of money.
A shared attraction. A dangerous mix. Mel Gibson, Michelle Pfeiffer, Kurt Russell, Tequila Sunrise. Written and directed by Robert Towne. Rated R. Starts Friday, December 2nd.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Hello, I'm Jack Williams. Coming up tonight on Nightcast on the Cape, police say that a Harwich mother may be charged in the death of her infant, whose remains were found in the woods. We'll have some late details on that story. Also, get ready for a chilly start to the holiday. Dave Murray will have the complete outlook for Thanksgiving and the long weekend. And in sports, just who are these Hornets, and are they really a match for the Celtics? Bob will let us know. Join Liz Walker and me. We'll have full details tonight on Nightcast.
So cool. Health club, mousse in my hair. The kind of food I eat, that's the kind of beer I drink, comprendo?
When you're done kidding around, Heineken.
And now it's time for that extra special part of the show. You know the one I mean.
The Twilight Zone. It's back. It's new. Once again, you'll find yourself lost in the Twilight Zone.
Friday night at 8 on WBZ TV4.
You have one big chance to save one heck of a lot at this one-time only, one-of-a-kind sale. But there's one catch. This sale will be conducted Friday and Saturday only. So for 2 days only, you will find thousands of new Fords marked with each dealer's absolute lowest selling prices. Plus, get cash back and option group savings and save up to $1,800. So hurry to your New England Ford dealers, because missing this sale will make you one unhappy person.
They started with the Boston Marathon. Now they face a bigger challenge. The Hoyts race against the odds in the Ironman Triathlon on Thursday's Evening Magazine, 7:30 TV4.
The premiere of Jenny's Song, Monday at 8:30 on TV4.
Please let us give a big round of applause to Mr. Richard Pryor.
Thank you. Yeah. How you doing? I was on, about a few months ago, I was on Tonight Show, right? And I was talking to Johnny Carson. He's my pal, kind of buddy, kind of. You know, I was sitting there. I was just talking regular and said, you know, John, I got to go to the doctor because I can't see out of his eye and it's going blind, you know. So I'm going to the hospital, losing weight and stuff. I can't gain it back. And then the next day, this lady from the newspaper called one of my ex-wives and said, what do you think's wrong with Richard? She said, I think he has AIDS. Guaranteeing that I will not get no sex to the year 2025. So I went to a place in Minnesota. It's great, it's like 800 doctors there. And they all get the same amount of money, so you don't have to worry about them. If you say it's your eye, they don't go working on your elbow, a little extra. And you get all this examination from head to toe, you know, and they take your blood and they see, they check you for age. They say, you know, if you got it, I got to tell somebody. You know, I said, who? What if I have what? I said, no, AIDS test, you got to get it, and we have to report it if you get it. I said, when will you know? I said, tomorrow. So I didn't sleep that night. You know, I didn't. I really said, maybe you know. It's hard to remember who you had sex with in the last 8 years. if you've been married 5 times. So I waited, and the next day I went back, and they were very happy. He said, oh, we can find you got some cholesterol, too much cholesterol. I said, what about the AIDS stuff? He said, no, you don't have that, but the cholesterol is, it's going to kill you, and you shouldn't smoke. I said, good, thank you. And my friend and I, we left, and thanked them very much, and they were real good to me, all the people at the hospital, and we went to the fight to see Tyson and Spinks. Oh, wait, we had a front, we paid for the seats. I sat down, Magic Johnson stood up in front of me. I didn't see the fight. You know, when people ask me, said, what do you think of Tyson? Like, he's a good fighter? I say, yeah, he's good. Only one fight he's gonna lose is with his wife. I bought a car for a 22-year-old kid. I bought a car, and it's a Testarossa, right? I walked in the store, it was black, and it was in a showroom, and it was beautiful. You know, it was like, I said, oh my God. You know, and it was like it spoke to me, you know, and I got in it, you know, the guy said, sit down, sit down. I sat, you know, I was sitting there, it was like warm, you know. It was like a woman was saying, sit right here. You know, I drove to Vegas. You know, I went to second. I went to third. And you can feel the stuff come up your legs, you know. Oh, yeah. I went to fourth. It's a good feeling. Oh, goodness gracious. You know, and passing the car. Ooh. And I was going crazy, man. I never looked at the speedometer, but I knew I was flying because the car was just... And I remember in my mind saying to myself, I feel like James Dean, you know? And a voice said to me, didn't James Dean die in a car wreck? And I couldn't stop it. I couldn't stop the car from going. I prayed my foot off the gas. I said, please, God, please don't kill me now. You didn't let me kill myself in the fire. Don't kill me now in this car. And I just prayed my foot off the gas and let it coast for about 7 miles till it got down to about 20 miles an hour. And I pulled over the side of the road, and a police car went by. Vroom! And someone said, he's after you. And I saw the police car do a 180 and come back, and the cop's hat was all sideways. His gun was around like this. He said, well, you got a double cam flanger here. And a 16-cylinder flowing thing going. And the guy, he looked, you know, I knew he didn't know me, and then he looked and said, you Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Thank you very much.
Coming up next, Argus Hamilton, Yakov Smirnoff, and Howie Mandel.
I was on vacation in 1979. I was on a business trip in Los Angeles, and it happened to be amateur night, and I was at the Comedy Store like a tourist, and they dared me to get up, and I got up, and I have no idea what I did, but there was a guy in the audience by the name of George Foster, who was the producer of a comedy game show called Make Me Laugh at that time, who asked me if I was interested in doing television, and I said yes, and he was right there. I thought it was a joke, and he put me on to Make Me Laugh, and I did 15 episodes of that, and that's where I started.
How bad is your sinus headache? Does it hurt here? Can you feel the pressure here? Then you need maximum strength Sinate. With maximum strength pain and pressure relief. No pain, no pressure, no sinus headache.
It's magic for your skin. It's Johnson's Baby Oil Mousse. Never greasy. So light, it just vanishes. Johnson's Baby Oil Mousse from Johnson & Johnson. Like magic for your skin.
remember the new carpet, darling.
Are you going to live in fear of your new carpet? Or buy a worry-free carpet from Allied Fibers with a 5-year warranty against dirt, wear, and more stains than other stain-resistant carpets. It takes out something other carpets can't, the worry.
Thank you, darling. Oh, you forgot the orange juice.
Worry-free carpet. It's more than just stain-resistant. It's totally worry-free.
I've never said this to
I've never said this to anyone.
Said this to anyone.
You know the type.
No, I haven't got a girlfriend.
You can't believe everything they say.
I want to know everything
about you.
Okay, you can't believe anything they say.
I consider myself
Shy. There's an unwritten rule.
You make that dress look terrific.
Never take men like this too seriously.
Just think about it.
You have a wonderful
nice dress.
Wish you didn't have to go.
But by all means, take them. A little trouble keeps life interesting.
In recent taste tests between Weaver and the leading national brands of frozen chicken, the blue ribbon went to Weaver time after time. Weaver chickens exceed even government standards for quality, and our many delicious recipes cook up crisp, tender, and juicy. So naturally, people prefer Weaver, and we're always working to keep it that way. Because when you're the taste people prefer, you can't just rest on your ribbons. Weaver, the blue ribbon chicken in the bright blue box.
On the return of Something Is Out There.
There are very violent people.
Aliens disguised as ordinary citizens.
These guys want you.
Become a close encounter of a deadly kind. Something is out there. And after 6 years, it's happening again. This time, David Banner's been pushed too far. It's the Hulk's greatest challenge ever. In The Incredible Hulk Returns, following Something Is Out There, Friday.
The big boss man and brother love ambushed me. Now they're gonna learn about love Hulkamania style. Sometime Love Hurts on Saturday night's main event.
I'd like to introduce to you a young man that I met some years ago, a friend of mine. I consider that a friend of mine. And if you be quiet, you'll enjoy him. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome August Hamilton.
Thank you very much. Keep it going one more time for Mr. Richard Pryor, ladies and gentlemen. What do you say? Man. This is way too hip for me, folks. I was born in Poto, Oklahoma. You got it? Our pedestrian lights flash mosey and don't mosey. But, folks, this is a Los Angeles crowd, I can tell by the jokes you're laughing at. And we got to root for peace, folks. You know why? Because in this town, we have the stupidest nuclear attack program of any city on this planet. If the Russians send missiles towards Southern California, our sirens go off. And according to our official nuclear-like plan, we all have 17 minutes to get out of L.A. All right? And then we're all instructed to go to the desert for safety in 17 minutes. See y'all on the freeway. You know, those reporters, traffic very heavy on the San Bernardino eastbound today. And not a lot of respect for that diamond lane, Bob. But you know, and I know that plan would not work in Los Angeles because you got to know our attitude in this town. 17 minutes, go to the desert, nuclear war. Hey, 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 this is L.A. We need 17 minutes in this town just to, like, motivate and blow dry. Our attitude here is to hell with these missiles. We're not going to Palm Springs looking like this. All right? Oh, we got this like radiation coming. What's radiation? Oh, it's like smog with an attitude. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mitzi. I love you. Appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, from Russia with love, my pal, Yakov Smirnoff. Bring him up. How you doing, buddy?
Thank you, thank you. Hi, my name is Yakov Smirnov. I'm originally of the Soviet Union. Thank you very much. But I'm an American now. Yeah. Feels great to be an American. I remember when I was standing next to the Statue of Liberty, and Man, after the swearing-in ceremony, first thought through my mind as a new American was, I hate those damn foreigners. They come here and take our jobs. And I could say that because I was an American. It's fun to be a bigot. I got my start at the Comedy Store, and all the comedians were very, very helpful to me. You know, like, for example, David Letterman. I couldn't read or write English, and David volunteered to fill out a citizenship application for me. I just wish he would have told me it was for Iran. But the Comedy Store not just gave me the opportunity to work with all these wonderful comedians. I met my girlfriend in the Comedy Store, and I'm proud to say we just got engaged. And thank you very much. My parents are very excited about me getting married because they wanted to have grandchildren for many years now. And over the years, they got even more anxious about the grandkids. I remember when I used to bring a girl to introduce to my parents, and I was 25 years old, they would ask, does she have good reputation? When I was 30, they would ask, does she have good family? When I hit 35, all they'd ask, does she have ovaries? And she qualified, so I took a look at the wedding vows, and it says, for better or for worse, in sickness and in health, till death do us part. And it sounded familiar. Then I realized it's the same thing you say when you join the Communist Party. Or Amway. Thank you. Have a great night. Thank you very much.
up next, Louis Anderson, Ollie Joe Prater, and some new faces.
And I don't want anyone driving my XT while I'm away. You understand?
The Subaru XT6 has a powerful 6-cylinder engine, computerized full-time 4-wheel drive, and a design which makes it hard to resist.
Somebody drove my car. Who was it?
La 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 bam ba da da ba.
Up to $1,000 cash back from Subaru means a great deal on a great car.
Wow.
What you eating, babe?
Nothing, honey.
Oh, you can tell me.
Kellogg's Nut and Honey Crunch. Looks good, Private. What is it?
Nothing, honey.
Kellogg's Nut and Honey Crunch.
When you've got the special taste of nuts and honey all wrapped up in a hearty crunch, what more can you say? Here's what. New Nut and Honey Crunch biscuits. Crunchy biscuits of wholesome shredded wheat with that special nut and honey taste inside.
Wow. Kellogg's Nut and Honey.
Now in biscuits, too.
Crunch.
Please stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Thursday's all new as Vanessa's career is a bust.
Don't put those tissues back in the box.
On A Different World, Whitley goes from sulking to shocking. And on Cheers, Carla's going to be the perfect little housewife.
Not to mention that I happen to be at my sexual peak.
Followed by a gripping new Dear John on an all-new Thanksgiving Thursday.
Gobble, gobble.
Enter the top-secret world of New England's high-tech industry, where America's defense system looks for strength, where enemy spies pray for weakness. Reporter Brad Willis takes you undercover to see who is stealing these vital defense secrets and opens our eyes to a regional problem that threatens our national security. New England's high-tech espionage. It's closer to home than you think. Monday at 6.
An Eyewitness News special series from WBZ TV4.
Introducing a sedan with the heart of a lion. The all-new Toyota Cressida. Inside, the majestic body beats a powerful 24-valve, 190-horsepower engine. Plus, legendary Toyota quality. Quality that has made Cressida the most trouble-free new car sold 2 years in a row. Cressida for $89, the king of luxury performance sedans and the pride of Toyota.
Well, here's what's coming up in sports on the Nightcast at 11. The Celtics, it was a struggle at the Garden tonight, but they did beat the Hornets 114-109. Reggie Lewis had a career high, 20 points. It weren't easy. The Bruins had it tough tonight in Montreal, trying to look for some kind of spark to break them out of their miserable slump. They didn't find it tonight. They lost 2-0. All the highlights and details coming up in sports on the Nightcast at 11.
You'd never know what was different about this imported beer unless we told you. It's light. 95 calories, never tasted so imported. Amstel Light.
Happy Thanksgiving from WBZ TV4 Boston.
From Minnesota to the Comedy Store, Mr. Louis Anderson.
Thank you. Thank you. You know, in Minnesota, people do that Lulu thing, too. My mom was there once. Minnesota? Can I get a ride home with you? No, my mom heard that once, and she goes, why are they booing you? And I went, just shut up, would you? My mom is very funny. She just called. She calls before anything I do. Does your mom ever do these calls where she calls you? And it's over as soon as you... Hi. Oh, hi. Well, I was just over at Woolworth's, and then I went over to that yarn shop and got a hat for Janet's daughter, and then went by that store, you know, where the girl who works there, she lives down the street, her dog limps, that girl. And then I was driving the car, and you know that clutch, I asked your father to fix it. You know, it just doesn't work right. And I shifted over to that right, you know where that little place is I spilled that time, and it went in there, and the electrical doesn't work now? And then we went by that fence, you know, they need to paint the garages open. There's that little table I want in there. And then I went by the grocery store, and I got a 3-pound roast. There's no fat on it at all. It's beautiful. Found some radishes the color of a fire engine. I couldn't believe it. I said to the produce guy, you know the guy with the one eye patch over it? His daughter's peachy, you know the one I mean? You want to talk to your father? You ever have your dad pick up? Yeah, hi. Yeah, how's the car? Yeah, good. All right, here's your mother. My dad was mean. He would say things, but never words. It was all sounds if he was mad about something. Ah! Ah. Or if you were looking at him, you know, you're a kid and you're all excited just out there and he's working on the car and just looking, you want to say something, you look at him. What? Nothing, I don't know. And you know, you grow up and you think, oh, I'm never going to be like that. What? So I'm going to look at cars because I have to get a new car, because out in California you have to get a new car. People say it to you, you should get a new car. Really? What's wrong? Huh? It's true. You go. I never buy anything I weigh more than. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, Gary Shandling.
You know, when I first started here at the Comedy Store, which was on amateur night, and I did like 5 minutes of material, and then Mitzi Shore, the owner of the Comedy Store, of course, watches you do your 5 minutes and then either invites you back to go on during the week. I worked amateur nights for about 7 years. 7 years. 7 long, hard years before I even sort of broke into working at the Comedy Store. And finally, I got my photo up, and Mitzi's still, frankly, trying to pry it off the wall.
And now here's some new faces on the Comedy Store wall. First, here's Etta May.
My name's Etta May. Now, I know what you boys are thinking. Yeah, she's a looker, all right. Let me take a little poll here. How many of you people ever think you got stuck behind me in the checkout line at Kmart? I never ever seem to get the items with the prices on them, do I? That's right, sweetheart. I'm your Kmart nightmare.
Well, look at what we got down here.
Why, it's Malibu Barbie sitting in front.
Well, aren't you precious?
Honey, I just want to pop off your head and switch it around. Yeah, you're awful petite, Barbie. What size do you wear, sweetheart? A 3. I used to wear a 3. Of course, I was a fetus at the time.
Tamayo Otsuki. Every Japanese name have a meaning to it. So Tamayo means pearl. Otsuki means harbor. I'm happy to be here. I'm wearing this Japanese traditional dress. We call this kimono, which means it's okay if you have a small breast. Well, some American people think we Japanese can't drive. It's not true. Do you know who really cannot drive? Chinese people. That's true.
Louise Duarte.
I know you're saying with your heavy-duty schedule share, like, you know, how are the kids? Chastity and publicity. Well, they're cool, but I don't know if you guys heard this. They're very upset about something. Sonny is going to get married again. Yes, he's going to marry Yoko Ono. She'll be known as Yoko Ono Bono.
Finest Henderson.
But James Brown, what a character. I mean, so many people love this man, even Pee Wee Herman. Could you imagine seeing Pee Wee singing a James Brown song? That'd be something to see.
Come here, sister. Papa's in the ice cream. He ain't too hip about the new breed thing. He ain't no drag. Papa's got a brand new bag. He's doing the jerk. He's doing the fly. Don't play him cheap, because you know he's not shy. He's doing the monkey, the mashed potatoes. Jump back, Jack. See you later, alligator.
I'll tell you, what a crowd, what a crowd. All right, Dave.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ollie Joe Prater.
Hollywood, yeah! I haven't been feeling too well lately. I had a touch of that anorexia. You know? Oh, I got it whipped now. It was nip and tuck there for a while. I'm glad to be here. I'm particularly glad to be here this week, because I was in jail in Nashville last week. They locked me up. You know, I woke up a minority. Something I've never been before. Woke up in jail with me and 15 brothers. Made my attitude kind of weak now. I said to myself, you know what, Hoss, you better try to fit in here. On that white supremacy bull this morning. So I started walking around this cell. What's happening, baby? I'm sitting on the bench, and his big brother walks up and he says, what are you in here for? I said, well, you see, I got AIDS, and they didn't have no place to put me. Well, that made their attitude real weak, yeah. As a matter of fact, they all gave me their lunch. Just keep that weight up, buddy. Well, that's the first thing you learn about anybody who suffers from the disease AIDS. The first noticeable thing is massive weight loss. I live in Los Angeles. AIDS are at epidemic proportions. Fat men are at a premium. Women won't leave me alone. Trying to walk down the street makes me feel so cheap. Like I'm gonna jump in a car with 4 or 5 crazy women. I'll jump in a car with a dead woman. You don't even have to move, baby. I've been married twice. You're a little warmer than the last one. Thank you, everybody!
Coming up next, Arsenio Hall and Paul Rodriguez.
I started working in 1980. I had gone for a couple of times as an amateur night, but in 1980 I became a regular, man. And you know, once you're regular there, it's a status symbol.
It's new from Polaroid, the Impulse camera. Go where it takes you.
You got to go. Go with your impulse. Go.
Go with the new Polaroid Impulse camera.
You got to go. Oh.
Your meeting. You nervous?
Didn't sleep a wink.
Go with your impulse.
The Sony Walkman has forever changed the way the world listens to music, civilized or otherwise. The Sony Walkman. The world hasn't been the same since.
The past. We carry it with us in worn leather bags we call memory. Not her. Her future was on the horizon, and she was watching for it. Watching with eyes big and brown as big brown shoes. Nope. No, that's poetic. Big and blue as the twilight with all of its secrets.
Dursoft Colors contact lenses get brown eyes a second look.
Look under specially marked chunky lids, and you could win this year's Chunky Sweepstakes, $500,000 worth of prizes, including a trip to be an honorary coach at the Pro Bowl in Hawaii.
They're not getting my job without a struggle.
Campbell's Chunky. It takes care of the meanest appetites.
Bill Murray. Anyone who thinks he hates Christmas is wrong.
The ghost of Christmas present.
It's ghosts he hates. Scrooged. Rated PG-13.
Oh, I'm having the weirdest day!
Now playing at theaters everywhere.
Sunday.
This is incredible!
This is the story of a professor who's about to go down in history.
Whoa, stuff really works!
But who may have created a monster.
The big rubber thing. Love it.
It's Harry Anderson at his most inventive.
3, 2, 1.
In the all-new Absent-Minded Professor. Then it's an hour of Family Ties laughs. As group therapy sends Alex to Dad for advice. Then Dad visits day by day and gets nosy.
Is that your real nose?
2 hours of holiday weekend fun Sunday.
Ladies and gentlemen, Arsenio Hall.
How you doing? Could I just speak to the white people just for a minute? Wait, just to the white people and black people, talk amongst yourselves just for a second. I'm serious. This is real. This is important. Elvis is dead, damn it. Y'all hear me? I'm tired of y'all. Get into Luther Vandross or somebody. Elvis is gone. I see y'all on TV. I saw Elvis in the mall. It was that Haagen-Dazs. He had Rocky Road all over it. Well, I'm in a good mood myself. I just bought a house. I bought a house that's next door to Jim Brown. Really, it's great because, like, I know if I don't have a date, at some point during the evening, Jim gonna throw somebody out the window. Like, throw over here, Jim! In the bushes, man! Because I know Jim is sitting up there with a couple light beers, talking to Ike Turner. Yeah, you know, you should have threw Tina out the window, man. Yeah, 80 years old wearing that mini skirt. You gotta throw a woman out the window every now and then, you know? Did you read when Lionel's woman beat him up? And he deserved it? Yes, indeed. She caught him over in Beverly Hills. I'm your lady. What you doing in here with this penny lover dancing on the ceiling all night long? And he called the police and told them that his woman hit him in the stomach. Now, that's amazing. I'm sorry, I'm saying it. If you, fellas, if my woman whips my butt, I'm not telling nobody. You understand what I'm saying? I'm gonna make up a lie or something. I'll be like, yeah, it was outrageous, man. I was in a bar, you know, and I called Mike Tyson a sissy, you know. And we got into a little thing, you know, the fisticuffs. Did he scratch you, Lionel?
Yeah, he scratched me in my face. He had Lee nails all in my face and everything, you know.
She put a hurting on him. Actually, the good fight would be Mike Tyson and Brenda Ritchie. Just right before she goes in the ring, whisper to her, you know, I think Mike Tyson and Lionel sleeping together. And Mike be, hey, get this woman away from me, man. Because Mike's fights are too quick for me. Especially when you pay for them. You know, I had to pay cable, and I'm in my house, and I'm with some friends, 91 seconds. I said, well, somebody else gonna fight. You know, Grandma, you and Uncle Leroy fight here, you know. Because I paid $40. Somebody gonna fight. I was mad, because he already don't give you no pomp and circumstance, no glitter and glamour. You know, like, Macho Camacho has, like, Cher's blouse and shorts on, you know, and the pips in back, and he's like, Macho time, hey, Macho time, you know, and it's exciting. Mike comes out, he only wants to kill. No socks, no robe. Where the man at? Is this him right here? No, that's Don King. Okay, where's the one I'm at? I'm supposed to fight. And he wanted to fight, and you could tell Michael Spinks didn't, you know, because Michael Spinks had that look like he wanted to fall during the Star Spangled Banner. Jeffrey Osborne was like, oh, get out, man, get out. That's not time yet. No, get out. All during the song, he was like... They need a separate division for him, you know, where he fights like animals. Right? You know, like, put Mike with an elephant. Mike, right? Basically, I found the elephant was much quicker than I thought elephants would be. God bless you. Good night. God bless you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. I asked the producer if I could do this one, because this gentleman is very, very special. I saw him at a disco here in LA a long time ago. He would go in and ask them if he could perform, and they would stop the music and put him on. And when you can make Mexicans stop dancing and listen to a comedian, I knew the boy was bad. Ladies and gentlemen, your own Mr. Paul Rodriguez.
I don't know. I must be getting old. Everybody's talking about gangs. I must be getting old because when I was growing up, we had drive-by shouting. Oye, mira, mami, dame algo. Dame, ¿qué? I don't know whatever made us say that to girls. Like, some girl's gonna stop and go, yes, I want an unemployed dude who hollers to me. I think that would be the right move in my life, to go with someone who's waiting for the bus. Personally, all these gangs and everything, I was in a gang. I was in a gang in East LA, a bad gang. I was in a gang called the Warlords. Yeah, our rival was a Jewish gang across the tracks. They were the landlords. Well, as far as drugs is concerned, I'll be honest. I grew among a lot of people who abuse drugs. I saw the effects of drugs. I've never had a problem, really. I said, I don't think I want to lie down and throw up on myself. It deterred me right away. I see people on the news, parents You see, you hear parents who say, well, I had no idea my child was involved with drugs. I say, if the kid is 13 and he owns a Porsche 911, if he's got a picture of Manuel Noriega autographed in his room, could be he's, if he makes the last house payment, possibly. My father put an end to my drug use. See, I had a friend named Augie who one time came over to the house to deliver a joint. And his parents smoked pot. It was a common thing. My parents didn't, so he comes over, he knocks on the door. My dad opens the door, and he goes, yeah, can I help you? And my friend Augie goes, yeah, is Paul here? I got something for him. And my dad said, no, he's not here. He says, well, is it cool? My dad says, it's January, it's a little nippy, yeah? He says, well, all right, give Paul this. Tell him it's Sensemilla, the good stuff. Tell him I tried to get him butts, but all I had was shake, so here. My dad doesn't know what the hell that means. Shake, butts, what? Is he drinking beer and chewing this? What's he doing? Comes into my room. When I come home, he comes into my room, he goes, hey, Paul. I said, yeah, Dad. He says, is it cool? And if you notice, the Surgeon General on the other day, everything nowadays, we must be the most unfortunate generation of all time. Because everything nowadays that tastes good or feels good could kill you. Everything. It's like, have you seen, you know who I'm talking about, the Surgeon General, what's his name, C. Everett Koop? Who doesn't look too damn healthy to me in the first place? You know, the guy looks like a leprechaun. You know what I'm talking about? He goes, big pot belly, goes, don't eat this, because it's more for me, apparently. Everything, you know, too much sugar, bad for your diabetes, too much salt, gives you blood pressure, you drive the freeway here, you get shot. Sex is deadly now. I don't even touch myself because I know where my hands have been. Apparently the only thing that's healthy now that won't kill you is bowling. That's it. That's a stupid sport, but I'm going to continue to do it because where else but in a bowling alley can you get a pair of shoes for 50 cents? You scrub the number 8 off the heel, you talking Christmas gifts here. Thank you very much. You're wonderful. Thank you. Happy anniversary, Comedy Store.
Coming up next, Robin Williams.
My folks just left.
Thank you.
When a man loves a woman.
The Subaru Justy gets you anywhere you want to go, less expensively than any other four-wheel drive car.
Mr. Potts, you're home.
Of course. What brings you out on a night like this, James?
Up to $1,000 cash back from Subaru means a great deal on a great car.
Unbutton your clothes and do them up again.
Should she?
Take a shower with your clothes on.
Would you? In Dare. Answer a trivia question wrong and find out how far you'll go to win.
All the way.
Looking for whole wheat total?
Shredded wheat.
You'll need 12 boxes to equal the vitamin and mineral nutrition in just one box of Total. No other cereal has more.
I think I'll have Total, sweetheart. Total.
If it's whole wheat Total, it's Total Nutrition.
For over a year, the FBI was on their trail.
Two maniacs who strike at random.
It was their most difficult case.
I'm starting to understand the way those guys think.
And it became their deadliest.
Let's take him. Move!
Based on a true story. David Soul and Family Ties' Michael Gross are the terrifying killers.
Let's go to work.
The FBI Murders, Sunday.
Thank you! I'm Phil Donahue. Today we're talking to male lesbians. Men who like women. You're here with a woman. You're late! Damn it, you're late!
The hell's wrong with you? You think you can sneak back in? You think you can walk back in your fly open going, I'm all right? Just because you have a little pass. Ooh, Mr. Backstage. Wipe that stuff your nose. You're too old to be doing cocaine. Let's keep moving back. Let's make this man really work for his money. He's gone. Oh, man, it's just like the Olympics. Hello. It's really good to see that people really want to... Hello. Baby. Ooh, okay. And me without my lawyer. Oh, God. How are you? Thank you for wearing this. My God, somewhere there's a sofa going, I feel so cold. I don't know. I know me giving you about that coat is like a leper looking at somebody with acne going, you look real bad. Gosh, I feel it's all right. Let's keep walking back this way and check the people who are... It's all right. It's almost over. We're going to learn some new words tonight. Very new words. Welcome to Puberty Park. Welcome the Nookie Monster. Got yourself a big old National Enquirer camera here. The size of that lens, even Japanese people go, I envy you. Is this the one that talks to you and goes, too close, back up? Oh, getting some heavy feedback now. Sorry, must be a coyote up in the Hollywood Hills going, no, I'm not coming up there. No! No, you're left over from the Van Halen concert. You know, type of guys who wear spandex and basically sweat so much you can go, gosh, I can hear the yeast growing. This is a nice camera. Look at this, my God. Focus, yes. A big camera, you know what they say? Big lens, big film, yeah. I should give this back. This guy's probably going to take pictures, send them to the Enquirer, and map me in with a small dog going, here you go, take that camera. Oh, you took pictures of me giving him the camera. Oh, man, you... Oh, Dad. Let's go! Let's move it! Let's move it! Thank you! God, I feel like you're laying cord and you're going to set off some sort of mine, man. God, the camera keeps falling. It's like, look, wait a minute, let me get these ready. Okay. It's okay. Oh. Isn't there any other thing you could be doing right now? Gosh, it's oh, leave him alone! Leave him alone! Let me cover him up for a moment, man. Here you are. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. There you go. Ooh, hooray! Yeah. Hey, what happened? We talked the night before, they talked about religion. What is your conception of God? If you're like an ancient Greek, you believe that God could come down as a bull and go, I'm back. Or maybe you think that God is like, looks like maybe like Ralph Cramden and goes, wow! That's it, you're out of here! That's it, Armageddon, I'm taking the planet. Gosh, I don't know what they're going to use. There's an editor back there going, that's gone, that's gone. A lot of people, I ask them about solutions to the Middle East. Like you look like a young man. I could ask you, what do you think would be a solution to the Palestinian problem?
Let everyone have a home.
Thank you!
Give them all a place to eat and sleep, and everyone's happy.
I hope that's not your real voice. Oh, God. Because for a moment there, you sounded like some sort of Iraqi hairdresser. Let everyone have a home and a place and put lots of moose on. Gossip, okay. I've triggered off somebody who's going, I can with you. I sense this. I with you now, okay. Normally, that's okay, please. God bless. Please help. The United Caucasian College Fund needs your help. Thank you. I want more curls. I want a Greek thing. The sheep injections? All right. Don't you just hate it when they look at you like, thank you? Oh, we'll get back to you in a moment. Only in Beverly Hills and Hollywood would someone go, I have an act too. That's why I'm sitting in the front. I see that, it's okay. You realize you're going to get paid scale just like me. It's okay, though. You're not incognito anymore. You're not even in Kansas anymore, Dorothy. Look! No! No, you're not! Oh, look! You're on Hollywood Boulevard. Junkies, transvestites, and pimps. Oh, my. Look! All right. Okay, calm down now. We'll do the dance number at the end, and we'll be okay. God, he's just shaking like crazy. You're scaring this black lady. She's going, oh, white people, I really don't know. She's like, let's go, Thomas, let's leave. I really don't need this pressure. God, it's all right. Just look out here and let's just say goodbye to these people because this is actually my illegitimate child. Oh, she's doing me now. Sit down! Good night. It's okay. It's okay. Leave me alone! So, I've got to go because there's only a few more things we could say and tell you about. If that man had a prophylactic, I was going to give it to you and say use it because we don't want too many more of you around. You take care of yourself. There's a love thing going. No, I gotta go. Look at all these people. They're going for their cars like they still think they're there. Like your cars are still gonna be there in L.A. Can you hand me my coat back? This is the way to go. Take care, watch the Olympics because it's gonna be real interesting, I'm sure. There's gonna be a lot of fun stuff. I miss the Winter Olympics for me are the most fun because my favorite thing was to see the Jamaican bobsled team. I mean, that was a group of guys who looked like midget pole vaulters, kind of out of place, you know? You saw, it was one of the only smoke-powered sleds, you know what I'm saying? You saw them get down to the end of the run going, I'm not going back, man. Take care. Tell her to get the leather out. We gotta go. Woo.
I'm Jack Williams. Coming up next, a Harwich mother is the prime suspect in the death of her baby. A couple has been charged with selling their 2-month-old child for cocaine. Bush today names his new national security advisor. David, the long holiday weather forecast. Bob with the highlights of the Celtics and the Bruins. And Joyce reviews Bill Murray's new movie, Scrooged. Join Liz Walker and me. Nightcast is next.
What you know could make you rich.
When you watch Missing Reward, we're looking for a kidnapped girl, a cold-blooded killer, and Marilyn Monroe's revealing diary, plus dozens of missing objects worth thousands of dollars.
The rewards could be yours.
On Missing Reward, Monday at 10 on WBZ TV4.
With Shift-on-the-Fly Instatrack and a new rear-wheel anti-lock braking system, Chevy S10 Blazer 4x4 is so effective in the cold, you could say it's America's favorite cold remedy.
Just a day, Chevy truck.
Time to make the donuts.
Don't be a chump. Get a decent night's sleep at once.
But all the nice folks will want fresh Dunkin' Donuts.
Listen, the other donut guys are still asleep.
And then there are the little children. All right, I'm up.
It isn't easy making Dunkin' Donuts day and night, so they're always fresh and delicious.
But we think it's worth it.
But we think it's worth it.
Are there spies in New England's own backyard? Monday at 6.
Coming up on Eyewitness News, the president-elect heads for a holiday in Kennebunkport as he makes his latest cabinet appointment. A baby is allegedly traded by its parents for drugs and money. But first, an investigation begins into the death of a baby found buried in Harwich. Nightcast is next.
Live from WBZ TV4. This is Eyewitness News Nightcast.
Good evening. Here's what's happening. Police in Harwich tonight are investigating the mysterious death of an infant whose abandoned body was found in a wooded area of that Cape Cod community.
Officials also want to learn the role of the baby's mother may have played in the death of the baby. Eyewitness Newsman Mike Macklin reports on this afternoon's grim discovery.
Harwich police discovered the infant's body buried in a wooded area off Great Western Road in North Harwich. They described it as that of a prematurely born baby whose sex could not be determined, and estimate the remains may have been there for as long as 3 or 4 months.
Approximately 1:30 this afternoon, a body was located, that of an infant, off Great Western Road in Harwich. It was in a marshy area, and the body was subsequently removed and transported to the University Medical Center in Worcester for an autopsy.
The discovery of the body capped a 2-day search of the woods adjacent to the home of the infant's mother, 20-year-old Michelle Roderick. Police say the woman, who lived here with her parents, has been under psychiatric care at an undisclosed medical facility for the past several days. Investigators have called for an autopsy to try to determine whether the infant was stillborn, or if not, to determine how long it survived and what caused its death. So far, police have not charged the infant's mother, but authorities say charges will be filed after completion of an autopsy on the infant's body by the state medical examiner on Friday. In Harwich, Mike Macklin, TV4 Eyewitness News, Nightcast.
And tonight, Harwich police are not saying how they learned of the infant's death, except to say it was a tip from a source close to the family. A 13-year-old Mattapan boy is at Boston City Hospital tonight, where he's listed in stable condition, being treated for multiple stab wounds.